Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly review of my emergency fund goal. Balance on the account is, you are 100% reading that right, it is $15,000. This is a huge increase from last week. In last week's video, I really felt like trying to get to the first phase of the emergency fund, again, which is that $15,000, really felt like watching paint dry because I was only able to put in more minimal amounts towards my emergency fund. So it just felt like it was going to take forever. And just some historical information, I had previously, like about 2 or 3 months ago, I would say at this point, had reached the $15,000 goal, but then I got hit with a $10,000 tax bill. So I had to pull that from the emergency fund and just pay that in full. So then I had to start the journey all over again. So I've just been trying the best I can to get back to this $15,000 balance. And I was finally able to achieve it. But we're going to talk about how, because again, I know this is a dramatic difference from last week. And we're going to update the goal, etc. All right, let's just go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. So there was only two, but it was a pretty big deposit. So on June 11th, I put in $100. And then on June 14th, I put in $3,250. So for the week, $3,350 went in. Now, if you're wondering, where in the world did you get an extra $3,000? Well, I had some money owed to me and I finally got it. I'll keep it very vague, but this is money that is owed to me. So it came through and I did some more aggressive investing with that money. And one of the areas I wanted to do, or one of the areas I wanted to make sure that I fully fund, was the emergency fund. Now, the $15,000 here, I mentioned it's like phase one. Phase two is ultimately to get the emergency fund up to $20,000. Originally, I was planning to save up 1 year of expenses in an emergency fund, so that would be $60,000. But after having a fee-only financial advisor session, I was advised that just given my main goal is early retirement, to instead of tying up $60,000 in an emergency fund, is to get the emergency fund to $20,000 and just leave it there and just continue to aggressively invest. So that's now the new plan, to ultimately get this emergency fund up to $20,000. The goal was to get it to $15,000 for the year of 2024, so by December of 2024, and then by December of 2025 to get it up to $20,000. So I'm still going to put money in the emergency fund because, of course, the sooner I can reach $20,000, the better, but not going to put a lot of pressure on myself to put big chunks of money into the emergency fund for the remainder of 2024, again, since I have hit the $15,000 mark. It feels really good to see this number again. I've been here before, so I'm just hoping that for the rest of the year, there are no major issues that will significantly decrease the balance to a point where I would not be able to get it back up to $15,000. So I understand the emergency fund is for emergencies. So yes, it should be spent for that, and it will, but I'm just hoping that any emergency for the rest of the year will be, let's say, $2,000 or less, or even $3,000, because I know those are amounts that I could fully fund back in the emergency fund by the end of the year. But if I get an emergency that's like 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, yes, I'm not going to be able to backfill and refund the emergency fund by the end of the year. So we'll see. We'll just take it one day at a time, see what life throws at us, and take it from there. But this is so awesome. It feels really good. Whew. I feel just more and more secure for myself and for my daughter, because of course This emergency fund is to cover both of us because we are a family of two. All right, let's go ahead and update a new balance for the emergency fund. I'm not sure if I should do the 20,000, so just put the 20,000, right? The ultimate and final goal for the emergency fund, or if I should do like an incremental amount, like put it up to 16,000 or put it up to 17,000. I don't know. What's more motivating? I'm trying to think. Probably putting a lower amount is more motivating than putting that larger amount. So, okay, let's do this. I'm going to change it to $16,000. That would be the next goal for me to work towards the emergency fund. All right. And then you see the new target is $16,000, showing the balance of 15,000, and I am 93% towards this new goal. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit 16,000 by the end of the year, but I'll work towards it slowly because I do have other saving and investing goals that I need to focus on for the rest of the year as well. All right, so that's a very exciting update, and I'll catch you next week.